Hello there, everyone. Kim here. Thank you for joining me today. So let's get right down to it. Unfortunately, COVID cases are on the rise, as I'm sure you've heard. Just yesterday alone, we've gotten 138,000 new cases yesterday. There are states already in lockdown. Virginia, New Mexico, and Oregon. In fact, I have a friend that lives out in Oregon. She texted me over the weekend saying that she's in lockdown. Chicago and El Paso are talking about going into lockdown. I know where I am now in Pennsylvania, our kids were supposed to start, well, they did. They started hybrid this week for school. And next week, they're keeping them virtual. So it's getting worse, and it's pretty darn scary and depressing looking at all this stuff. And in fact, if you are a resident of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia has banned, starting November 20th, they're banning all indoor dining because of the COVID-19 surge. And in Philadelphia, they were up to 25% capacity in restaurants. But like I said, in a couple days, they're going to be completely, can't go out to dinner. Rightfully so, of course. So Friday the 13th, Philadelphia reported 1,158 new cases, which was the first time it went past 1,000 cases in the city of Philadelphia. So if you're new to my channel, we talk all about unemployment. No, I am a Pennsylvania resident, so we primarily talk about Pennsylvania unemployment, but the programs are pretty much the same all over the United States, except for, the systems might be different. You might do things a little bit different, but as far as the progression in the programs, they're pretty much the same. Again, it might differ depending on, you might get paid certain weeks depending on where you are. So yeah, we talk all about unemployment. So if you have a question about unemployment, definitely put it in the chat. If you're watching the replay, definitely put it in the comments, and I do my best to answer all questions. And they're coming in fast and furious, which I love to answer. I obviously am not a tax professional. I'm not an unemployment specialist. I'm just someone who has a husband that's collecting, and just sharing my experience through this whole pandemic. What has helped me, what I've learned throughout this whole process, because it's not easy. And I've done hours and hours of research trying to figure out which program do I apply for. And I'm actually kind of in that boat again, all over again. I'm in that fight of having to contact support and being unsuccessful. So if you are currently doing that, I know exactly how you feel. So President Trump did tweet on Sunday, Congress must now do a COVID relief bill. Need Democrats' support, make it big and focused, and get it done. So Trump is tweeting that he wants a big bill. What else is he doing to get that pushed? Not sure. Anyway, I don't want to take sides here, but hopefully he's doing more than just tweeting. Mitch McConnell wants a smaller, targeted bill. Now, Mitch actually came up with the CARES Act, which was indeed enacted back in March. So he is now in charge from the Republican side of getting another package done. Now, the reason why I'm focusing on the new stimulus package is because that would include unemployment. So the deal with that is Mitch McConnell is looking for $350 billion package. Nancy Pelosi, who's a Democrat Speaker of the House, wants $3.4 trillion. So obviously, they're far apart. They are way far apart, which that was a problem before the elections, and they were $3 billion apart $300 billion apart, and they still couldn't even get an agreement done, although I'm sure it was for political reasons why they didn't get it done. Hopefully they don't delay things for political reasons again, but I'm sure they probably are. Nancy Pelosi, like I said, wants the $3.4 trillion, which was pretty much the price of the HEROES Act that they were talking about, I think back in May. So yeah, Chuck Schumer says it's time to get a deal done. Listen to President Trump. So Chuck is on the Democrats, or he is a Democrat. So yeah, everybody's talking about it. Let's get stuff done. Let's get stuff done. But unfortunately, they can't come to an agreement. So it's extremely frustrating. Joe Biden says that if a deal has not been done by the end of the year, his focus will be on day one to get the next stimulus package out, because as we all know, people are struggling right now, and especially with the holidays coming up, it's bad enough we're not going to be able to spend time with our families. To make it worse, we have to worry about finding a job and if we're going to get unemployment or not. So yeah, unfortunately, there's no updates with unemployment. Obviously, the states there are states that are starting to lock down again. Biden did say last week one of his guys, I forget his title, but he was talking about possibly having like a 4 to 6 week lockdown period throughout the country, and then the government paying those people pretty much to stay home, to be locked in. And, but now Biden is saying that he doesn't want to do a nationwide lockdown. He wants to kind of rely on the states to determine that and to kind of make that call, which makes sense, because if you're in a state where it's not, in the red, then you shouldn't be penalized and locked down for it. However, looking at the map, there are probably all but one state in the red right now. So it's getting bad. So yeah, Nancy is calling a red alert. We need another stimulus package now. But of course, then she goes to raise the package of what she wants from 2.2 trillion to 3.4 trillion. So is she serious? Is she doing this for political gain? It's just frustrating, right? If you are just joining, be sure to, if you have any questions about unemployment, definitely put them in a chat. There are a couple of questions I wanted to answer. Let's see. Oh, one thing that I really wanted to make clear, and sorry, I'm just looking at my notes, is I was on Facebook and, because I'm curious about what people are asking. And if you are on regular UC or PEUC or extended benefits, and all of that is exhausted, you might be able to qualify for PUA. So I look at it, PUA is totally different from unemployment and extended benefits and PEUC. So PUA, people typically that get PUA are people that, they're self-employed, 1099 contractors, independent contractors, real estate agents, small business owners. But if you were once collecting regular unemployment, PEUC, or EB, you can possibly collect PUA. However, there's a limitation on that. So PUA only pays out 39 weeks, starting from the first week in March. So 39 weeks is the max total that you can get paid for PUA. So if you were once collecting regular unemployment starting the beginning of March, and so let's just do an example. From the beginning of March, count how many weeks you collected on regular unemployment. Also collect how many weeks you collected EB. If you collected PEUC, you do not have to add that in this calculation. So if you were paid 20 weeks of regular unemployment starting the first week of March, and 13 weeks extended benefits, you add those together, that equals 33. So PUA pays 39 weeks. So what you need to do is take the 39 weeks and subtract 33, which again is you're subtracting the amount of weeks that you collected for regular unemployment as well as extended benefits. And whatever number you have left is the amount of weeks that you can collect in PUA. So again, PUA pays 39 weeks. You subtract the amount of weeks that you got paid for regular unemployment starting the first week of March, as well as subtract 13 weeks of extended benefits equals 6. So you would get 6 weeks of PUA. Again, there's so much confusion on Facebook, and I just want to make that clear. And hopefully that makes sense. Homegrown. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining. I appreciate you being here. And again, if you guys are joining, feel like the longer I go, the more people join in. I might start these lives earlier just so it gives YouTube time to notify everyone that we're live. But yeah, if you have any questions, definitely put them in the chat. Again, if you're watching the replay, definitely put them in the comments section below. So yeah, I mean, that's what I wanted to, hopefully that makes sense. I made that clear for the PUA. So not sure if you heard, hopefully you did. Speaking of COVID, Moderna actually has a vaccine that they got notified was highly successful. In fact, it has a 94.5% effective rate, which is amazing. Dr. Fauci says it's just as good as it gets. 94.5 is truly outstanding. So what happened was 15,000 participants were given the vaccine, and only 5 of them actually contracted COVID-19, and none of them had become seriously ill. And the good thing is, because let's face it, with the new vaccine, I'm a little hesitant, but the company said that it didn't have any serious side effects. Small percentage had body aches and headaches. So yeah, it sounds pretty good. Sounds really good, actually. Although I don't know if I'm going to be the first one in line to get it. But, in case you missed it, not only Moderna has a vaccine, or at least is working on one, but also Pfizer announced last week that their vaccine is about 90% effective against the virus. So we're getting there. Unfortunately, the mass population will not even see the vaccine until late spring, early summer, realistically. Now, people, high-risk people, or maybe people like essential workers, doctors, nurses, hopefully we'll start to receive the vaccine by December. At least that's what they're talking about. So yeah, it's promising, but we're going to be, 7 months, another 7 months, we're going to be stuck at home. So, okay. Homegrown asked, does anyone know what I can do to file claims for the week my claim was backdated to? I still have not been able to claim those 6 weeks and cannot get in touch with anyone at the phone number. Are you talking about PUA or regular unemployment? Homegrown. If it's, PUA. Okay. Yeah, actually, I have a video. Actually, you know what? Do I have it here? Oh my gosh, my note. I have to organize my notes because there's an email address that, sorry. There's an email address that you can send it to. Let me grab the video. And actually, I have the instructions in the video, so you You almost don't even have to watch the video if you don't want to. So yeah, sorry. Let me get this for you. So yeah, let me grab the video because I don't think I'll be able to put the instructions in the chat because. Okay, so here you go. Because yeah, I tried calling PUA on Friday, and yeah, it was not good. So actually, I'll just put it in the chat, piece by piece. So email ucpua or at pa.gov. The subject of the email should be email backdating request, and it should be backdating. Yeah, backdating request. The instructions are provide the exact dates and how COVID affected your employment or self-employment for the additional weeks that you wish to claim. And so yeah, that's all you need to do. Email that email address, and the subject line put backdating request, and then put in the exact dates and how COVID affected. Oh, they did. Okay, let me. Oh, okay. So what happens when you try to apply? Oh, well, you weren't able to file. So what happens? So when you hit like file a claim or whatever, does the right week pop up for you? Maybe do you have to go through like ID me and all that stuff? Maybe they have to. Oh, okay. But you're not able to fill out the weeks be prior to the current week. Oh, that's stupid. So have you been able to file? It says you can only file one claim per week. That doesn't seem right to me. I mean, I haven't had to deal with backdating. I might with PUA. That's interesting. Militia shows 1 to 3 aren't there. Oh, okay. So it's almost like they didn't actually release those weeks, so then you can backdate it. I would email them again and be like, what the heck? What do you expect me to do? Because that's ridiculous. Yeah, I would totally email them again. Oh, sorry. I missed one of your thing. I've emailed on the website a couple times, but never heard back and get disconnected after waiting on hold for 45 to 60 minutes. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I think I tried calling them at like 3:15 on Friday, and I was like, oh my God, the phone's ringing. And then it was like 4:10. I'm like, all right, well, they're going to be closed. Yeah. I don't know. PUA is like a whole other animal, and it stinks because when we were dealing with like PEUC and EB issues, I was able to connect with chat people were able to help me. I reached out to them several times. Susan from the town hall said, yeah, you can definitely ask your PUA questions through chat. And I was like, sweet. I've tried chat twice, and they're like, yeah, we can't help PUA people. I'm like, oh my God. Those were the weeks that the Fed was giving the extra 600 too. So I don't know if I would still get that or not. You will get that as long as you qualify for those weeks. Now, even if for whatever reason, hopefully this doesn't happen, but in the event that you don't collect those weeks until February of next year, once you collect them and you're qualified, you will definitely get the $600. And I've heard them on the town hall talk about that a lot. So yeah, you'll definitely get it as long as um, as long as you're qualified. Try looking for the chat. Oh, yeah. I can send that to you, but they're not. I mean, I'm assuming you're in Pennsylvania, right? Yeah, no, if you're qualified, you will definitely get the extra 600. It's just a matter of when. That's the problem. Yeah, chat can be a little tricky to find, and it's frustrating because Susan from the town hall, she's like, "Yeah, chat can answer PUA questions," and oh wait, that's sorry, I didn't mean to. My copy paste didn't work. All right, so there's the link to chat if you're in Pennsylvania, which I'm assuming you are. um, yeah, like I said, I've had 2 people say I can't handle PUA claims, and both times I'm like, "We're on the town hall. They said that you guys do." Or you know what you can do? Oh, you're welcome. What you, maybe what else you can do, because I don't have a good answer for you, is Thursday they're going to do their last town hall until January. So what you could do is I was able to submit an online question, and I think I did it at like 12:40. So so I guess I must have been one of the first people to submit a question because they answered it right away, or at least once they started to ask online questions. So if you can get on the town hall online, ask your question online, like I said, do it at like 12:40. Um, put the specific, details of your question in there, and then maybe they'll address it there. And maybe Susan will have a better answer for you. Yeah, PUA is tricky. I do I go to no, go to hold on, let me find actually just go to Facebook and go to PA labor and whatever it's called. Yeah, they do it Thursday at 1:00. Let me see if I can find the link for you real quick. Labor and industry. Oh my gosh. Yeah, hold on. Let me get the link for you. On Thursday, they're gonna post. Actually, you know what? 8 hours ago, they put a post on request. Oh, that's for regular UC. Never mind. Yeah, I emailed PUA probably like a week ago. I haven't heard anything. I'm expecting to not hear anything. But okay. All right. I wonder how so goats. Okay, you know what? Let's just do this. That's unemployment's Facebook page. So go there, and on November 12th. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I could just give you this link, maybe. Okay, cool. Never mind. Okay. So at 12:40, go to that link, the one that the Access Live PA Labor, and if you go there now, you'll just see like a PowerPoint slide or whatever. But on November 19th, on Thursday, go there at like 12:40, and it'll have like a name field and a question field. So obviously you put in your name. I think maybe I had to put in my email address or maybe my name. I don't remember. And there's a field for you to ask your question. And yeah, so get there earlier ahead of everyone else. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Let me know well, I'll be on the call. So I'll know hopefully if it's you. But yeah, let me know how you make out with that. Hi Mike. Are they really going to retro us September, October, November if they pass the bill? I know. I want to say yes, they would retro, but as the longer time goes, the more I'm like, oh, I just wish that Trump would do another executive order or something, or maybe at the state level, you know. Oh, hey, Eric. I'll be listening for your name then. But yeah, Mike, I don't know. It does seem, as much as I don't want to say it, I'm so afraid that they're not going to pass anything until the beginning of the year. And if that's the case, then I'm worried about that. If they would retro, it's just the more research I do on this, the more frustrated I get. Like even this today, I'm like, oh my gosh, just especially when I see the comments on my page, it's so frustrating. Philly, Leo, what's going on with PUA? What specifically? As of right now, it's still set to expire December 26th, which obviously is not something that any of us want to hear. So unfortunately, there's nothing going on with it. Hopefully, we will hear something soon if they decide to pass the next stimulus package. The good thing is Mitch McConnell is in charge, I guess you can say, from the Republican side of trying to, get a deal together. The good thing is he was the one that came out and created the CARES Act. So that gives me hope. But it's a matter of them agreeing that just burns me up. It's just so frustrating. But that's all I have. If anyone has any last minute questions, definitely put them in the chat. And if you haven't already, definitely like this video. It will help support the channel. That would be awesome. And definitely subscribe. And with that said, I will see you on the next video. Have a great Monday.